Good evening, everybody. This is Thomas Ott from NeuroMarketTrends.com, and welcome to my second video on Rapidminer 5.0. In this video, I'm going to begin the process of taking my old Yale/Rapidminer written tutorials on my blog and putting them into video format. And what I'm going to do is all the data files you see here in this video, I'm going to make available on my blog. So if you are watching this video from my Facebook fan page or from YouTube, then you need to come to my website at www.neuromarkettrends.com to download the information. With that said, let's get started. I loaded in these spreadsheets which show several columns. There's a date column, there's some asset column classes, and there's something called GC trend. Now, all this information here, ranging from 1997 through to the end of 2006, right here, see, December 26th, right after Christmas, I downloaded off the internet. And these are various asset classes ranging from gold to Canadian dollar, German DAX, etc. And a column here called GC trend for the gold trend. Now, in the gold trend, I have listed an up and down label. And what I want to do is take this data, put it through a classification model, a classification operator, and have it learn the relationship between these inputs to this output. So this will become my Rapidminer label, my Rapidminer output variable. In the next spreadsheet here, I have some out of sample data starting in January to about the end of February, which I have 7 asset classes again, minus the output variable. So these will be my inputs, and once I create the classification model, I will use this prediction set to drop on top of the model and have it calculate my predictions. And there you have it. So let's get started with Rapidminer. I'm going to close these out to prevent any problems. Okay, I loaded up Rapidminer and I created a new process file, a new experiment, which I called gold model up in here. So first things first, let's import the Excel spreadsheet data, just like I've shown on my first video. We click repositories, go to workspace, right? You see here gold classification model, and here it is. Here's my gold model. So we click on this guy here. Import Excel sheet. Give it a second. Okay, here we go. Download gold final input. And here you go. Date, the asset classes, and my output variable. Make sure it says use first row as column names is checked. Click on next. Now here we get to set the various input variables and output variables. We'll get to set them as a parameter. So what we want to do is for the date, we want to list it as an ID. This tells Rapidminer this is an ID. And for the GC trend, which is our output variable, we're going to list it as a label. This tells Rapidminer this is what we want to learn to. Next. Okay, click it and save it here. We're going to call this the gold training data. Okay, finish. Now let's go do the prediction set. Same process. Import Excel spreadsheet. Find it. Load it in. Make sure first row as columns is set. I have my date, 7 asset classes minus the prediction, minus the GC trend, which is what we want Rapidminer to determine. Next. Here we're going to set the date as the ID again. Make sure that all this is set the same as it is in your training data. In this case, we have no GC trend because we want Rapidminer to calculate it. Next, I'm going to save it. I'm going to call it gold prediction data. And we hit finish. Okay, there we go. So now, as simple as it was in my first video, we're going to drag the data into here, and we're going to drag the prediction data into here. Okay, the first one on top is training. We're going to take this data and we're going to drop it into a classification learner operator. The way to find them is we go over here to the operators, just like it was in my Yale written tutorials. We're going to go to the modeling, select classification and regression, and we're going to select the lazy modeling. And here we're going to use a default model. What I'm not going to talk about in this video that I talk about in my written tutorials is using cross-validation. I'll talk about that in my third video. Cross-validation in Rapidminer 5.0 has been redesigned. It's a little bit funky, a little more difficult, but once you learn how to use it, it's really nice, and it really encapsulates the data in a nice way. So let's go and get the default model here. Okay, default model learner shows a problem. I have this little exclamation point. It means that it's missing something, and you can see here it's missing TRA, which stands for training data. So now we're going to take our training data here, and we're going to connect it. Boom, done. Now you see it turned yellow, and the problem went away. What's going to happen now is this model is going to take this training data, this learner is going to take this training data and create a model. You see these outputs here, model and example set. Then we want to take this prediction data and put it on top of the model that this learner created and get an output over here, these results. So we're going to find a model applier. If you read my written tutorials, you'll know that Rapidminer has something called a model applier. They changed the name. I think they call it now apply model. So let's go look for apply model. There we go. Drag them over here. Boom. Same thing. It's missing two key inputs. It's missing MOD, the model, which comes from here. So we're going to take this and we're going to connect it here. Boom. Okay. And it's missing the input, which is right here. The prediction data input. Okay. Now, it's going to take, once again, training data, load it into the learner, create a model. You're going to take the prediction data, apply the model from here, and now we're going to get a result. The result comes from this label, LAB. Click it to here. Voila. And you're ready to go. You are ready to train and learn and predict the model. Let's do it right here, same as before. Press run. We're going to save the process, yes. Close out old results, yes. New results created, yes. Aha! Now we have a results overview tab, and we have the example set, the prediction set. Let's take a look at this here. Metadata view, you can see it here. Here's some statistics and ranges, but I like to go look at the data view. Aha! Here we go. Look at this. Here's our prediction. The prediction for the gold trend using the out-of-sample data is down for each entry. And you can see here the confidence of the up and down prediction. 53% confidence it's going to be down. 46% is going to be up. And there you have it, folks. It's that simple now to create a simple gold classification model using the new Rapidminer 5.0. Just to reiterate and to go and repeat myself, I will talk about using cross-validation operators in my third video, and we will then continue to move on to other videos. I really hope you had a good time listening to this video. I appreciate it if you give me lots of stars, comments, or anything that you need on YouTube or Facebook or what have you. I'm glad that you're reading my blog again. I'm glad to be back. So if you have any questions, please feel free to drop me a comment or reach out to me on gtalk. I can be found at ot.tom. Looking forward to talking to you guys again. Have a great day.